Hi everyone, this is Julie from Cool Stamps and More. Welcome to my oasis. Today I'm going to share with you how to make this cute card, totally copied from page 12 in the holiday catalog. Jingle All the Way stamp set. I will randomly stamp images and then I will clear emboss it. So I want a little moon. And I will stamp my sentiment just a little bit, I'd say probably a little bit higher than the middle. So I will go put my embossing powder on it and I'll be right back. So now that I'm back, we will do a wash. Something that I've seen many times done before. I just never tried it. So there's always a first time for everything. So I'm going to use one of our aqua painter and I'll just put something underneath my paper because I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a mess. Here we go. So just I squished a little bit of water and let's see how I can ruin this. Well, it's not too bad. I'll pick up a little bit more and I keep going. So you can see where I've embossed, it actually resists the dye. Now you can see whatever I stamped before, it kind of just stays clear. So I'll just put more, and it doesn't have to be neat, but there. A bit more lighter here because it's going to be hidden behind the houses anyways. And the nice thing about having a rag around is that I can clean my brush afterwards. So we will let this dry and I'll be back later. And then using the Big Shot, we will cut out the little houses with the Sleigh Ride Edgelit. And I position mine in this direction so that because of the length of it, I don't want it catching on each side of the Big Shot. So magnetic platform, cutting pad, paper, edgelit, other cutting pad, and you just run it through. And there's a lot of details on these ones, so I kind of wiggle it. See? Super. Okay, I'll move that out of the way. Okay, so I'm back and I find that this going on Night of Navy is just not bluish enough. So what I'll do is I'll just go back again using the same technique and add more at the top. So maybe not as wet as the time before, but I'm still adding on to it. And hopefully it'll look a little bit more like ombre, if we can say that. So yeah, I'll just keep adding with less water, more ink, and hopefully once this is dried, this will look a lot closer to the card base. So in the meantime, while this dries now, we can start folding our card base. And then this I will mount with dimensionals. So I will put one here, and I try to put them close to the corners, so we'll wait for that. Now, using our Dazzling Details glimmer paper, I need one star that I will also attach using a dimensional, except this is too big, so we'll just, you know what, grab a little piece here and put it in on the back. Okay, so that's ready to go. Now our little decorations. So this is what it looks like when it's dry, or I actually dried it up again. Using the confetti star punch, I will use my glimmer paper and great, stick it in there. finish down. I just want a few little stars just to use as accents. So I'm using the fine tip glue pen. I love that one. If you guys don't have it, you need to get it. So I'll just randomly do little drops here and there and add little stars. So it helps sometimes when you actually do that using the paper piercer, just because my fingers are sticky from other crafting supplies. Pretty sure some of you can relate. And then I can do really, really, really small, which is amazing. And then, do we need a big one? We do need a big one. So I think my big star, I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. So let's just remove the backings of the dimensionals here. And I always like to trim my paper like usually a little sliver smaller than the actual width, so that I like having the matte effect. So see, this is now squishing in the center. I don't like it. We'll just stick a dimensional in the back there. Even if I don't peel it off, it doesn't matter, because it's not going to show as long as it's sticking on one of the two sides of the paper. So I just have to figure out a way to slide in there, because my watercolor paper was so wet. Right there. See, now it's raised, which kind of looks better. Okay, so we'll see how I can actually make it work. I will make it work, you'll see. And I like to have lots of dimensions when I do my cards, so I will use, again, more dimensionals in the back of my card front. And you might say, oh, these dimensionals, they don't look like ours. They are ours. They are leftovers from paper pumpkins. And I kind of like them. They're squishier. They feel more like rubber and foam things than the actual dimensionals that we have every day. And see, I should have waited before I did that, because I can feel my little finger in glue on the other side of the card. Hello, genius. And now I have blue stain. So now we know where to put the star. Just make sure that this opens the right way. Oh, shoot. Oh well. And I just mat it on. Try to center it as best as I can. And of course, Night of Navy on black is kind of hard to see if, well, I'll have to trim it. But you kind of get the idea now. So my other beautiful star with the dimensional in the back, we will just put it here to hide the blue ink onto my white. See, it doesn't really belong there though. But this is fairly quick to do. Without preparation. I think it kind of looks neat. The other thing we could do is just adding a bit of glue here on the edge of the snow, or I could have sponged it a little bit, but I kind of like how it looks right now. And hopefully you do too, and you will have fun crafting. Thanks for stopping by.